right, so today we're going to talk about signs that you are financially successful that are probably going to surprise you a little bit. So studies have shown that people are less happy with what we have when we feel like those around us have more than we do. That never happens in our culture, that you compare or anything like that. On the other hand, if we believe we're on par or kind of equal to what others have with our peers, we're more content. So that's what studies show. So we're going to talk about 4 signs, Dan, today of how you know you're financially successful.
Yeah, and number 1 is believing that you're successful, right? Stop comparing yourself. We know envy is the thief of joy. Think about that in your own life. Believing that you're successful is the first step to actually being successful, right? Your mindset matters. How you wake up in the morning, how you approach your day with confidence, knowing that you're out to achieve your goals. And so believing that you're in a good place and that you're successful actually does matter to being successful. Then number 2, living on less than what you make. This may seem like a no-brainer, but there's a lot of you out there today that don't adhere to this, and then you wonder if you're ever going to be able to retire, or maybe you're out there just asking for more handouts because ultimately you're spending everything that you make. We have to be able to learn to live within our means, and that doesn't mean spend everything you make. That means save some of what you make as well so that you don't have to work as long. John, nobody wants to work longer than they want to work, but yet so many people have to work longer than they want to work because they're not willing to sacrifice today to be able to save for later. We say pay now to play later, or you pay now and you will pay later.
Yeah, I mean, it's just about culturally. I mean, to be honest, kids today and younger people aren't taught to save money. A lot of that stuff is gone in our schools. But the bottom line is people don't delay gratification at all. I have a family member who told me something one time that was kind of really resonates with this. She said it costs a lot of money to impress people you don't necessarily like. And this whole area of comparison and having to have things that impress other people, you can live that way if you want to, but to your point, you're gonna pay later. You're not going to have the lifestyle that you want unless you win the lottery, which of course is, minuscule chance, right? So number 3 is you don't use debt. The most recent data from the New York Fed at the end of 2022 shows that the U.S. household debt rose 2.4% quarter over quarter. The bottom line is Americans love debt. And there is some good debt. There are some people out there I totally disagree with that say you should never have any debt. I mean, unless you're completely irresponsible, having smart debt, having a mortgage on a good piece of real estate and building wealth through some real estate is not stupid debt. That's smart debt. Should you pay it off? Yeah. But going out and buying a new car just because your neighbor got one and you really can't afford it, or not thinking through the fact that you're overspending your budget, if you even have a budget, and you're running up credit card debt when interest rates and credit cards at an all-time high, that's stupid debt. And so that's what we're really talking about. Sometimes you just have to say no and you have to wait. And so by doing that, you're investing for the future. So using debt, probably not a great idea.
Yeah. Well, and you think about credit card debt in this country and everything else we just buy, we're consumers, right? We buy more than what we need. 80% of the world's storage units, 80% of the world's storage units are here in the U.S. So not only do we buy crap we don't need, we then go pay someone to store the stuff we don't need because we've accumulated too much, and along with that comes debt. It's just crazy to me to think that that's where we're at. That's the U.S. today. The last thing is, this is the most important, you have to have a plan. Right? And you go, I don't want to have a budget. I don't want to have a plan. I don't want to put that much time into it. There's not one person that's successful in this world, other than someone who won the lottery, that didn't plan, methodically review that plan, make sure that they're on track, look for ways to generate more. The most successful people in the world have a plan. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a plan and you're just hoping you're going to be successful one day, good luck to you, but the chances are you're probably not going to be. And so it's important that you have a plan, have a budget, have a savings goal, have a date that you want to be able to retire, be self-sustaining, and don't count on the government systems, even things like Social Security if you're younger. Plan on supporting yourself without help, and that's going to put you in the best financial position to actually succeed, be successful, and retire well.
Well, if you don't have a plan, you actually do have a plan. It's just a stupid plan. So you need to have a plan. Well, thanks for watching Retirement Talk. Subscribe to our channel to get a lot of great information. You also can go to retirementtalk.com.